Hi everyone, welcome to Johnny Builds. I am your host, of course, Johnny, and we are here working on the LEGO UCS AT-AT, or AT-AT, depending on who you are and how you like to say things. I've been told that AT-AT is the correct thing to call it. However, they also have the AT-ST and the AT-MT, so I don't think you can call things an AT or an AT-MT or an AT. So, whatever, that's how I see it. Anyway, as you can see, I have the stuff laid out here that has been worked on so far. Hi, you are. The legs are here. I'm not changing the camera view right now. Just have them sitting here in the pose that I've had them in since we finished them. This is what has been done so far on the body, and we're going to be using these tonight. These are in kind of their own separate bag. We're going to be hitting bag 11, but we're going to be working on this tonight. This is, oops, no, that's correct. This is going to be the neck for the head, so it's going to connect up to the front, which is here. It's going to attach there. Hi, Kelly. Welcome. So we're going to get started. I'm going to need to move this stuff out of the way. I don't know how many pieces we're going to have, so I'm going to try to have the legs and the body up top here, if I can. Move my extra pieces that I have from this build so far right there. There we go. Let's hope that's enough room. I'm going to put this actually on top. We have even more room. Alright. And I'll get ready to start the timer. Hopefully I won't accidentally mess anything up. Alright, so ready to start my timer in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Alright, so today is a special day. I think a lot of people know that this is Tuesday, as in T-W-O-S-D-A-Y. Hi, Versus. Good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. You know you are already my moderator. So you guys should know, or I've heard, maybe, that today is Tuesday, but it's also another special day, and it's kind of funny that it is on this Tuesday that we have this other special day. Almost 248 years ago, a special event occurred, and it actually took place on July 4th, 1776. And no, this is not, I mean, yes, it was the founding of the country. It was, our Independence Day. But something else happened that was pretty remarkable and only happens every 248 years, or roughly 248 years, just a little bit under 248. And it happened on July 4th, 1776, and it is happening as we speak right now. So that's the trivia for today. Does anyone know what is going on, or what special event is occurring that only happens once every 248, almost 248 years? So you can think about that while I'm getting the pieces out. Lots and lots and lots and lots of little pieces today, it looks like. But this is all going to be structure and putting the head together, or putting the neck together to support the head, so it's going to be strong. We're going to have these pieces that we're going to be doing. I'm going to actually turn the trooper cam right there. Hey Net, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm going to ask the same question I just asked of UR and Versus. What special occurrence happening, feat, whatever you want to call it, took place 248 years ago, almost, on July 4th, 1776, aside from the founding of the country, that takes place roughly every 248 years. See if you can figure that out. See if you can do it without looking it up. I know that's going to make it a lot tougher. Oh, you know? Do you? Okay. Well, we'll let them try. Alright, so I am going to start building. I need to minimize my timer so that I can see what I'm doing. Alright, first step done. Moving on. So I've been working on this. Correct. I mean, it was Independence Day. Yes, that was the very first Independence Day. But something else special happened on that day, and it takes place every 248 years, roughly. I mean, it's like 247.92 days, which is why it's interesting that it took place today on Tuesday. So while you guys are thinking of that, I'm going to be building. So I need a blue, and I need this thing, and this. Alright, so it's always funny whenever Legos start out and it's like, what's this gonna be? So I'm actually gonna move the camera down a little bit more, so it's a little bit closer, just because I'm starting off small, you know. So, all right. If you do look up the information, I'm sure it would not be hard to figure out what is going on. Oh. Or what the special thing is. And the hint is it happens every 248 years, roughly. So, what kinds of things happen when we're talking long periods of time? Like, we're not talking like a few years, or, you know, we're talking, you know, centuries. So it is you can answer that because you said you know. Well, that's interesting. Oh, it does go in the middle. Okay. Find where this piece is. And those almost fell off. We don't want that to happen. You're not going to give them a hint? All right. Is that going to make it too easy? Ooh, all right. So we're going to open this bag finally. What? Yeah, no, specifically because, well, let's just put it this way. The Declaration of Independence is not going to be signed every 248 years. So I would say no, it's not politically based. That's what I was trying to say earlier. So I thought you knew. Now I'm not so sure you are. I don't know if you know what it is. I guess we'll find out. All right. It is not the sun. No. All right. These are going to be funny. Oh, you kind of separated. You said no, politics. Okay, I'm confused. It is not the sun. No. Alright, there we go. So, looking kind of interesting. Now we've got some other colors coming in here. That is super cheating, I'll tell you that. You do not get a prize. Thank you for being honest, though. Yes, it is Pluto's return. Specifically, actually, over the U.S., which is kind of funny in a way. That's how the United States celebrated its independence. Well, I'm sure you could have if you tried. Like you could, like I said, when you're talking centuries, you know, that it takes for such a thing to happen, like you can start to be like, it's on a cosmic scale versus, you know, something around close by the Earth or within the Earth. Your next clue was going to be woof woof. That would have been a good clue. Yeah, clue would be better than glue. Because glue would not make sense. Like, because I don't think there's any glue that's Pluto. I know there's Goo Gone and stuff like that. Oh, no, not Goo Glue. There's Gorilla Glue, but no. All right. Well, you were right. I mean, you could have started there. We could have made this go a little longer. Cheater. All right, so this is looking kind of funny. And I always say that about Legos because when they start building thing or they start creating something, you know, that serves a specific purpose, it always looks goofy whenever I'm working on it. Whenever it initially starts. All right. So we got, speaking of Pluto, speaking of space, this is very space-oriented music. All right. So this has to go here. Actually, this music here is for an ice world, but it's kind of spacey. All right, that's just looking absolutely funny and very flexible. Everything is moving everywhere. I know it'll come together as we work on it. And two more of these black stud thingies. And some goofy thing. Yeah, I thought it was interesting that that this happened you know, on that Pluto was above the US on Independence Day, the very first one, and now it's on Tuesday. The specialty being 222. Well, no. I like palindromes. So like if you want to make it a actual palindrome, you put the day first, so the 22nd, so 22. And then oh, hi Pixie. Pixie's coming to say hello, see what's going on. So 22 and then 02 for the month. She's going to go up in her bed. See if I can see her. No, she's facing the other way. All right. So 22 month or day, 02 month, and then 2022, which is the year. So if you do that 2202 2022 like that, then it is a palindrome, because it means it's forwards and backwards, it's exactly the same. But we tend to not, we do our months and days differently. Typically we go month first, 0222 2022, which isn't as fun. Too many of those. Now I got, oh, these are interesting. I've got these blues. These are going to insert into something. I know it because we're not putting them all the way through. So. Oh yeah, so we're gonna. All right, so this is going to go around this, kind of framing it. If this is the right side up, I do, and then this has to be inserted. Oh jeez, this is tough. Okay, this goes into these four here. And then this, oh jeez. These all have to go inside here. And I did that one the wrong way. Wow. That is some interesting stuff. Okay, so now everything is kind of a little bit more oh, this is cool though, because it allows the movement inside so that the neck can be flexible. That's really cool. I love Legos. I love how things get put together. It's neat seeing them all come together. Alright, so we're gonna use some more of these little blue studies. Because parts of the neck will be covered so that you can't see what's going on underneath. And then, oh man, lots more of these little studs. Ooh, what was that? Pixie got startled by a noise. She was like, what? What's going on? Don't want her to grab one of the random pieces. She almost took one last week, which would have been bad. Alright, so this goes on here. Get all three of these in here. There we go. Alright. Now we're going to interconnect them. I love the strength of Legos because just by themselves they're pretty strong, and then as you put the pieces on, like combining them together, all the Technic pieces, really makes them so that they stay together. Alright, separate little pieces. Looks like we're going to do some outside little stuff, little doodads. So that was my trivia. I don't have another one for today. After I finish this, I'll try and get you, I'll show you guys, since you haven't really seen it yet, I'll show you a good overview of this AT-AT. Kind of an overview look. Oh, we got these funny little doodads. They're gonna hook into something. Not sure what. Aha, so this is going to be the first thing that gets put on here. It's going to fit in the side here. Right like that. So little bit of outside looking goodies. I'm gonna do the opposite side here. So many pieces to this set. Each of these, so far, each of these build days, I guess you can call them, because each one's taken about an hour, except for 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago it actually took an hour and a half. It was a long stream. It's the longest one, and I've totaled over 10 hours now in building this, which is pretty cool. And I'm not doing a speed build. I'm taking my time with this and just enjoying it. At some point I will do a speed build and do it live and see how fast I can go. Just not sure what or when. I might do the Falcon because I already did the Falcon once, and that would be fun to do as a speed build. I've seen other, I think it was a German team. They've done a speed build on the Falcon, but it was like 3 of them or 4 of them, and it took them like 2 hours and something. So, but I'd be one person. So, all right, here we go. That's looking a little bit more interesting. All right. Oh, now we're gonna do the top. It kind of fits on. So I gotta find the piece I need. I really like how Lego separates the pieces in the bags now. They kind of categorize them a bit, which makes it overall easier to see, except when you're trying to find one piece that is the only one within that you're going to have for the day. And this one piece, there it is, found it. This is really unique too, because this is a 5x1. That's not something you normally see. Normally they're 6x1 or a 4x1. You don't normally see the odd numbered ones. But I guess to do stuff for a middle, they do it more odd. A 3x2 and a 3x1 is more common, but a 5x1, very, very unusual. So versus and net, how are your days going? What's going on? What is keeping you occupied aside from watching this? As I do that wrong. A lot of smooth pieces. I like how they smoothness happens. These are some more of these unusual pieces that help offset odd unnumbered things. Okay, more flats. And some more wings on the side. Pixie looking cute and adorable because she does that. You can just see her legs, I'm sure. Hi. I don't know how you tilt and twist that way, but you do. Alright, little wing portions here. Oh, it's I was just asking to see what you and Versus are up to. Like what's keeping you busy tonight? So obviously cooking. So what are you making for dinner? Curious. My cat is purring away. And a couple more of these little doodads. And one more of the little triangles. Alright, that looks right. And now we put this on top. So we're gonna, how close it goes right up to it, huh? Yep. Look at that. Pretty neat looking. Alright. So all this is going to fit in on the front there. And we attach it with two 2x1s. So it doesn't go anywhere. There we go. Just secures it a tiny bit more. Ooh. Now we get started with these. Alright, so I know they have to go a specific way. I'm just double checking how it's supposed to go. Okay, that's oriented there. Two of these long ones. One, two, three. Alright, so these go in here. And then we put a, I guess this is a spacer that's going to be going here. Goes on top, like that. And then that goes onto here. Bye, Pixie! She's off to go find Paisley, I guess. Alright, so now we got this really long red. There it is. Oh no, it's not that thing. It is this tube. That's interesting. Okay. That is kind of cool. I'm guessing it's a guide. Oh, it has to go all the way through, so I have to push it through till it reaches the end. There we go. Even showing the instructions right there. Okay, got it all the way through. Okay, so now, okay, so this is our egress hatch. So let's open these up. Oh, they go through. Okay, so that's cool. Pain in the butt, but cool. Alright, so there we go. Alright, there we go. Look at that. So that's the first starting part of the neck, and that's kind of cool how these go through it. Oh, that's gonna, I see how it's gonna flex. How it's gonna flex everything. That is cool. That's gonna be neat. Alright. So, oh, I gotta put on some flat pieces. Two of these longer ones. I guess it helps. Oh, it does. It kind of locks it in there. That's interesting. Okay. And then 2x3s. And then a 1x3. So there goes the 1x3. Hopefully you're cooking something yummy there, Net. I had chicken Alfredo and veggies and, well, I guess it was chicken with Alfredo sauce, veggies and tortellini, which was really tasty. Beef. That's it, just beef. Alright, another spacer has to be made. Let's get over here. That's it, just beef. Nothing with it. Oh, you guys must be talking in Discord or something. Alright, so this goes in here. Alright, there we go. Oh, and that has to go in the middle. Okay. So that fits through. Oh man, this is going to be not easy. Bacon? I want bacon. I like bacon. Ooh, this is tough. Because this red thing has to go through the middle. I don't want it to pop out. But it's hard to slide it through. It's very stiff. Ah, there we go. Getting there. You're baking. What are you baking? Ah, that's so cool. Alright, there we go. So, next portion is in, and we're going to get the next one, which is going to be very similar. Are you baking cookies, cake? What are you baking? I mean, you could be baking bacon. That would be cool. Hi again, Pixie. What you doing? Just looking around, seeing what it is, huh? Alright, there they are. They're hiding up over here. You're just gonna position yourself right in the middle of everything, aren't you? Typical cat. Hey, that's not for you. So she is dejected, so she goes back in her little bed. She's like, that's not for me to play with? Okay, fine. Alright, one more covering, and ah, there it is. Of course I was going to say I'm having trouble finding it, but there we go. Yep, it's Pixie. She's my buddy. Alright, so this last one. Oh, this one does not. This one only has one. Doesn't have the top one. Interesting. The other one had two. This one only has one. Now we gotta try to fit these through again. Not easy. And then it has to go through the red thing. That is very stiff. Oh, it wasn't so bad. There we go. All the way through. Alright. So now the neck is kind of flexible, but it's not going to fall off or anything. That's kind of cool. But it makes it so like, see? So the head can turn, but just a little bit. Aha, that's neat. And the last one just goes on. just barely goes on too. I want to make sure I do this right. There we go. And there we go. Alright, so there's our neck. Alright. So that's how it should look, and that's how it looks. We got one on top, one of these things, these black things, two on the bottom, and that's what it says it needs. One on top, two on bottom. Alright, so now we're doing some funky little thing. So here we go. It's got a whole bunch of these push-throughs. You can just see Pixie's head right up here. She's being all cute. She does weird positions. Like she gets all, I don't know how cats do it. She gets all twisted around and everything like that, and then she falls asleep. And I guess it's comfortable, but I don't see how. It would not be comfortable for me ever, like at all. Alright, so let's move that over there. So, oh geez, we got a whole nother stack of the same thing that we just did. They are made out of jelly, really. They certainly are. Well, I mean, they do have bones, obviously, but I know their shoulder blades are not attached to anything. Like, their muscles are around, but that's how they're able to fit under doorways, because they can kind of like go through. Alright, we got some funkiness here. Alright, so I'm going to do this 2 times, so I'm going to do both of these. It's hard, this cart that I use for my pieces is black, and so it's hard to see, sometimes. The little pieces that I need. Don't rock the neck. Kind of interesting how that goes. Alright. And 2 of these long shafts that you don't see very often that are like this. I have to go all the way through. And that's it. Now I'm going to start on with another little piece. The last of these little black shafts here, which means the last one is going to be a pain in the butt to find. Nope, there it is. Alright, now these go on the inside, which is kind of interesting. 4 of them. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So what we do is we have this little gizmo, little armature thing that goes on the inside there. So it sticks up. He's looking at me like, why are you doing this? You should be paying attention to me. But these little armatures are going to go into the little thing that we just created, so it all sticks together. Alright, make sure they're all straight, because they're all going to go in. put them in here. There we go. All right, looking good. And that, oh, okay. So, so these, make sure it's facing the right way. So this is going to go here, on here, and then these are going to flex a little bit and hook on, so that it's all interconnected. So the only thing holding this head on is going to be essentially these four things. Like, it's the only thing that's connected to the rest of it. It gives it flexibility for the head to move, and oh, look at that, rotate around and stuff. Oh, that's gonna look so cool. They really made this so this thing can articulate and look like the real thing. Okay, so now I got some funky gizmos and I'm putting together funky armatures. It looks like these are gonna kind of corral the neck a bit. Ooh. And these are flexible. This is another one of those unique pieces. Which way does this go? Like that. If it's up that way. Yeah, so these are flexible, if you can see that. Yeah. I'm gonna do 3 of these. Not a piece, this is definitely pieces that I've not seen Lego do before. Pretty cool though. Okay. And that's why we have those spiky things. 2 on the bottom, 1 on top. Okay. So we put 1 up here. And 2 on the bottom. Okay. Ooh, alright. So, oh, okay. So we have these little things here that they're going to go into. Ah, look at that. See how those snap in there? Cool. Ah, that looks so neat. Alright, not sure where these ones are gonna go yet. And oh, it's kind of interesting. So these are gonna go here. Oh, look at that. Kind of over encompass it. We get to put it on. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so this has to be straight because there's going to be this long red thing. This is going to go down the middle here, but connect it to the rest of this. So I got to bring out everything I've been working on, or at least as far as the body goes. All right. My 2 little snow trooper buddies hanging out in there. All right. So this is going to attach. I haven't put it in yet because I'm just lining things up and making sure I do this right. Oh, that's so cool. So the bottom is, oh, of course, I only did half of it. Ah, there we go. Fit it in there. Good. So the bottom does not actually bolt in, so to speak. It doesn't shift in like the top does. The top actually has the 2 spikes. Alright, so now this has to go through and go into the middle there. Ah, there we go. All the way down. Look at that. So this thing, you'll be able to, I guess, turn the head with this. I'm not sure. We'll see. Alright, so now we're doing some back. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to be able to do that. So we're doing some more pieces together. Right, I'm going to turn this a little bit. It's hard to show on the camera what I'm doing. There you go. So this guy can see kind of what I'm doing here. So that little spacer on top, and that thing, whatever that thing is, and then another 3. Alright, so this, not sure what this is. Oh, that goes on. Ah, okay. So it acts like a little. Not sure what that is. Alright, and 2 more chairs go on. So, these chairs, so once you put this on, so that, that does flex it. I don't know if you can see that moving on the camera. I'll turn it around whenever I'm done. So, but those go up there. 2 more chairs come here. Oh, now we're going to do some more. Okay, so I'm going to flip this back around. So if we take the head thing, see that? It's like a little caterpillar or something. It is huge, yes. This, well, it's like, you might not have heard, but it's been about 10 hours now that I've been working on this. This is bag 11. There are 13 for the legs, and for this is a total of 13. So that's 3 boxes. There's still 1 more box that does all the outside stuff in the head. So it's still going to be pretty long. I still got many hours to do, I think. Which I'm fine with. I mean, this is something that Lego and Star Wars fans have been waiting for because of how just awesome it is. I don't know what you know about it, but they made this one to be Lego size. So in other words, you see how the snowtroopers are sitting in here. This is the size. If the AT-AT was life size, you know, people size, this is comparable to that. So in other words, it's Lego size accurate. So how tall a Lego person is how tall this is. So yeah, and the feet are really cool with the legs because they're articulate, but don't move on their own. I'll demonstrate whenever when I'm done, since you guys haven't seen it yet. Not sure what this is, but it's a covering of some kind. Yes, 1-to-1 scale, absolutely. Which is unusual. Most of the times the Legos are not like that, but that's what they wanted to do for this. They wanted this to be like epic, you know, make your own Hoth, battle scene, that sort of thing. So that's interesting. That goes on the studs. Interesting. Alright, well, not sure why they're offset like that, but they are. So, gotta put them in there that way. Yeah, it is pretty cool. And I know some people have already finished building. I mean, like, some people have gone through, like, they get them ahead of time and stuff like that. And they already have built theirs, and they've started doing Hoth scenes and stuff like that, which very, very, very neat. What you can do. So, alright, so we got one more with 4 of these. So this is more putting things together. I mean, everything's putting things together, but these are going to slide in over top. So that's why they were offset, because of the size of this thing. It came out actually Thanksgiving weekend. Black Friday is when this came out. So I picked it up as soon as it was out. I grabbed it. Which I'm trying to get these to go through. Come on. There we go. There we go. Alright, so that's locked in. And now these 2 big black pieces. Yeah, so it came out on, like I said, Black Friday, midnight. So, you know, and it was a special offer thing that, like, if you bought on Black Friday, if you bought this set, you also got something really special. Hold on a second. You also got a rare Luke Skywalker lightsaber, which is actually, I think, going to be the proper size. Like, you could put your hand around it. So that came out special. Alright, so we got some hinges. My cat is falling asleep. She snores. So you might hear her. She kind of goes, We're getting down to the wire, and let's see. What are we at? We're at 50-17. Yeah. I like the lightsaber. And it was only that day. Like, if you bought it the day of is when you got the lightsaber. You could buy it at the Lego store or online. So I bought online, that way I didn't have to go and wait in line at the Lego store. That's local to me. Really big, long. I actually went to my Lego, or called my Lego store, and I said, "Hey, are you going to have the AT-AT?" And they said, "Yeah." I said, "How many?" And they said, we're not 100% sure, because they don't know how many they're getting until they get them." And I said, "Well, that makes sense." I said, "What's the plan, though?" They said, "Well, we sell them till we don't have any more." And I'm like, "There's no way you can reserve them." And they said, "No." I said, "Okay." And that's when they told me about the loot. I mean, usually whenever they do these bigger sets, they usually have a special like the Luke Skywalker lightsaber. And that's when he told me that they would have that. And there was something else I got too, something really small. And I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." Like, yeah, it's an incentive. Ooh, wrong ones. Okay, these go. I hate when I do that. Happens often. Not often, but sometimes I look too far ahead. I need the other 2 grippy things. There. Those go here. And they said, "Yeah, we have the Luke Skywalker lightsaber. You buy it in the store, you get the Lego VIP points, and you get a lot of points for, you know, obviously the bigger sets." But they were anticipating that however many they got, they were going to sell out very quickly. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to get up early, da-da-da. And then, so I checked online, and they said they were going to be doing the exact same rewards and stuff, which they don't always do, but they were going to be doing the exact rewards and stuff as the stores. So I was like, I'll just stay up, wait till midnight, and get it. So I did. And I went back to sleep, and I was good. They had free shipping, so I thought it was worth it. What was kind of interesting, though, was by morning, it had sold out. Like, it was completely sold out. And then it came back for a little bit, and then was sold out again. Because people have been anticipating this one for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Hey, you are. Where's all our Russian friends? I haven't seen any tonight. Did you scare them all off? Kind of looks like a spaceship. All right, so 3 goes there. And these are and one little in the middle. I think that's it for that step, but now more. All right, so 2 of these little things. Getting down to the wire here with the pieces. We're almost done here. Always funny whenever they add in like colored pieces that you're not sure where they're going to be or how you're going to see them, if you're going to see them even. But they kind of offset them so that you kind of can see where they're supposed to go, as long as they get covered by the gray pieces. It's kind of unique looking, not sure what this is. Those are interesting little shafty things. Like little armatures here. Not sure what they're. They just kind of look cool, I guess, on the side, because they're not guns. This almost looks like it's going to be the top of the head. Alright, so little thing we're putting together here. That goes in the middle. So it is a little hatch type thing that opens and closes. I guess it's supposed to be closed. Except now I've pushed it down too far. I don't want to do that. Because I want to be able to open it if I almost there. There we go. Okay. Cool. Got these two things here. Whoops, dropped one. All the details that they use for these is just so neat. I love it. So really cool. Goes that way. Because you have like all kinds of little pipings and stuff like that that they put on here. It's supposed to stick up a little bit. Go. Okay. Almost there, almost done. You have to be ready to call time in a second. More flat pieces, they go on top and offset there, flip over, put that thing on, and it goes, I pushed that down, I didn't want to do that. Interesting. Oh, I know where this is going. This is going on the butt. This is the back end of the AT-AT. Almost there. Yeah, it definitely looks like a back end. Alright, so this, and a little wing. That's the wrong one. That one. How close is that supposed to be? I'm trying to get this on here how it's supposed to be. Oh, there we go. Okay. That fits on there. It fits just right. So, I mean, like, it's very, very tight in there. One more little piece here. Where's my 3x1? I just had it over here. Of course, it went underneath there. So all these builds have taken, like I said, about an hour. Alright, this one's offset. Smooth pieces for this. And looks like we are going to be done in a second. Alright, flip this over. We got these two. How's that go on there? Look at that. So this is going to go on the back end. Alright, so this goes over here. Of course it's going to fit exact, so oop, I knocked that off. have to push up in order to get that in there. Oh, this doesn't... I have something off. Oh, it's not... some reason the... There we go. Okay, that's why it wasn't working. Because that popped off just slightly. Okay, there. Come on. There we go. And this part goes back here. Oh, and done. Pause it. Alright. Minute 3:22. That's how long this one took. So, looky there. So if you look, we've got our head that's got a flexible direction thing. So the neck can move the head. You see that? Doesn't go up and down. Just sideways. But still cool enough. The back is done, so I'll flip this over. So the back is done. It just looks very mechanical and that sort of thing. Ooh, knocked over Vader's head. And this, there's going to be more seats into it, but we're going to be putting it, if you can see here. Hi, Pixie. This is what we'll be doing next week, is we'll be actually putting this onto the legs. So that's where we'll be next week. Put that in as my bookmark. So let me show you how these legs work, since you guys haven't seen them yet. Alright. So this thing is quite large. I'm gonna shift up my camera so you can see. Oh, there's Pixie. Say hello, Pixie. Alright, so the legs, as you can see, I have them posed already a bit. You know, the legs are kind of, one's moving, this one's moving forward, this one's standing straight, this one's back. Move this over a little bit. There we go. And then this one is tilted. So it's got the knee articulated. You can see it here. So the way this works is they have this little tool that you create out of Legos, of course. And there are 8 points of articulation in each leg. So, or not in each leg, there are 8 points total. So what you do is you insert the tool and you start, you see how the leg's moving, how that knee joint is moving? Now the whole model is shifting now because I'm pulling it forward and all the weight is kind of, you know, going. So I'm going to go back the other way. There we go. See? Now that's the knee joint, and then up here is, where is it? Is the thigh joint, I guess you could say. So I'm going to, again, shifting it. So what they did was, see how that's all moving, the whole thing? Now I'm going to move this one back so it looks like it's actually walking. There we go. So this whole thing was designed in such a way that, like, because of how heavy it is, I mean, the box, whenever I got it, it is so heavy. It's like 30 pounds of Legos. And so Legos get very heavy. So in order to make it so that this thing could support all the weight of this and the head, you know, everything, be full size and all that stuff, they put little spindle gears in here so that it's not, the legs are not free. They're not free flowing, because that would make it just way too weak. And something of this size, you need it to be, you need it to have the sturdiness, otherwise it's not going to work. Now the other cool thing too is the feet are actually floating. You can probably see it on the other camera, but they float so that they are flexible and can move and adjust as the legs go. It was really cool how those came together back whenever I was finishing up the legs. So, but there it is. We are. yeah, yeah. There's all kinds of things, and it's actually I can't flip it over really. YouTube's giving me an error. That's silly. It's kind of funny too. The feet on the bottom of the feet, in order to make it so they don't slide. Like if I push this, it doesn't push very well. That's because there's a rubber tire under each foot that allows it to handle the movement, so there's no slippage or anything. So it's pretty cool. It's coming together nicely. That was just bag 11. There are 2 more bags in this box to finish, and then it'll be the coverings that'll be in the last box. So that's where we're at right now. So, and then this will be done, and this will be ready to show the world. So, just want to say thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. It was a lot of fun. Great to see you, Net and Versus. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, have a great day and keep on building. We'll see ya.